to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Forward.
2nd and 3 now. Another run for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Play action. Here's Jackson. He fires one deep down the middle. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Regular, regular, regular. Hurry, hurry. What's that?
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Alert, 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 alert.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start with 2nd and 6. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Good. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings. That's hot.
Mayfield now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, smart. Hey, middle.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Report. Yeah.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey! Middle. Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go left side here with White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. Still fighting forward. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. The give now to White. And he found some running room for a nice game.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Running on second with White. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The Ravens going to the dime package on this third down.
Run. Done.
Here's Baker. That pass complete to
Really?
Irving.
Really?
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Good. Done.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Hey, alert 33.
They kick the running back in motion. First down, here's Baker. That's caught, it's Cade Otton. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's gonna move the sticks.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Kings! Hey, alert! Regular.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Point it right. Alert!
Throwing again is Baker. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He cashed his 1st attempt, his 2nd now from 45. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll get him back to 11. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Go. Hey, report!
The drive begins with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hey, report.
Henry running to the left. He breaks a tackle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs without Corey Dillon. Created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
13.
Now Jackson off the play action. Andrews with the catch. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Play fake, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Change it. Nice shot.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Hey.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the game stays at 11.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
Hurry!
1st and 10. It's a give to White. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Baker out of the pistol. Hauled in by Godwin. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Second and 6 coming up here. They run the counter with White. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Regular.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Alert!
That's good for a Tampa Bay. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
White trying this straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast.
The loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33! Real. Hey, alert! Run.
Play clock nearing 0, and Coach Todd Bowles has to signal for a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
What's on?
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. That's to his back. Here's Rashad White. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hurry!
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Pistol. Hurry!
They send the tight end in motion.
Kings! Pistol. Opposite. Regular. What's on?
Third and short, Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Let's go.
Working quickly here.
That's another.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And it sets up second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
What's on?
Out of the gun, White. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning.
Brings up third and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Hey, alert 33. Good. Point it right. Done.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker.
Let's go.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
King.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Good. What's on?
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Good. Hurry, hurry! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Let's go!
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A 6-yard
Hey,
loss.
alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Fourth down.
Hey, alert 33! Real.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Good!
Here he is to throw. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hey! You!
Going with King Henry here. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey! 13. Sit up! Hey! Finish up! Sit up!
Here's a give for Henry. He's got room to roam here. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Trying to set this up quick.
Hey! Finish up!
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Now that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys too, but he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing, so I'm a...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. To throw is Jackson. Complete. This is Mitchell.
Look at the ass linebacker. Look at the ass. Run it back. Hell on to it.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Middle, middle. Go right here.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hot, right? 13. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Hey, Ozzie.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Report. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Report. 180. What is it? Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
You at X.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Middle. You.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
You gotta make it happen. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
2nd and 13.
Go. Hey, middle. Sit up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, report.
In motion, the tight end.
Hey, report. 180. What is shot? 180. What is shot? Sit up.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Yo. No, we changed it.
Jackson now. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got it at the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Mayfield now. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Regular. Point it right. God.
From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Inside handoff, Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
13. You. Yeah. Hey.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
You change it. Middle. 180. Head shot. You change it.
Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Report.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this time Jackson will throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 33 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. After the interception, here's Jackson. To the right side, into the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Final play of the half, Mayfield looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
3rd down and 1. And now they'll shift things around.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Run. King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Now Mayfield.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs have retaken a third quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
No, we changed it. What already? What is it? You are X. Sit up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
What are you?
At the 43-yard line.
You are X. Go. Hey, middle. Sit up.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Hey,
and 8.
report. What are you? What is it? Go ahead. Yeah. No, we changed it.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, report. What is it on?
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Second down and 3.
You are X. What ain't it? Report. Sit up.
Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Hey. Middle. Sit up.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket, staying on his feet, and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Go ahead. Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And he's going to be touched down short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And got his man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way.
if you take...
Wow. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. He can't believe it.
Which they just did. You're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They run straight ahead here with White. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Run.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Regular. Hey, alert 33.
White running to the left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White, 58 yards. And the Buccaneers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
17.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's 1st and 10.
You. Hey, report. Hey. Sit up.
Now Jackson.
Flushed out right.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd down.
Ready. You change it.
Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Jackson.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Ooh, that's good ball. defense.